This show made possible in part by DK Recycling of Hennessey, 405-853-6951, and Integris Bass Baptist Health Center, IntegrisOK.com. Today, I have Adam Stewart. Adam's from Hennessey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I got that right. And you're related to the Stewart Seed Company thing.
Yes, the son and grandson, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yes, very much
cool.
so.
So what year did you graduate Hennessey?
2004.
And where did you end up at college? Where did you get your
Southwestern, Oklahoma State University.
And is that where you got your pharmacist?
Yes, yeah. There's only 2 pharmacy schools in Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
OU and Southwestern, and I was like,
Okay.
go Bulldogs.
Very, very cool. And so, but why did you end up back in Hennessey?
So after school, I finished school in Tulsa,
Right.
and then found a job being a pharmacist there, community pharmacy for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the last 3 years happened, and I was just like, I kind of miss Hennessey, Oklahoma. It'd be cool to go back and hang out with my family instead of just looking at people in a mask in Tulsa. So
Oh, wow. So did you come back during COVID or was it just after?
9-ish months ago.
Can we say COVID anymore? I don't know. I'm just going to forget all that happened. Yes,
done.
Move along. So now are you like the head pharmacist at?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. The pharmacist in charge.
What does a pharmacist do? What does the pharmacist in charge do?
So the only difference between the pharmacist in charge and the pharmacist is the paperwork. That's it. But yeah,
no glory, you don't get a crown or anything. Yeah.
that's right. All the fun like counseling, counting pills. Every pharmacist does that. But all the paperwork, the insurance hassles, that's your pharmacist in charge.
And why did you end up at the pharmacy you did? Well, I guess it's the only one in Hennessey.
Yeah, I was gonna say I looked on the internet and Googled it, and there was just one. So I was like, well, let's go for that one.
Yep. Good plan. So, what's a day in the life of your pharmacy look like? I mean,
It starts at 8:30 in the morning, which is slightly after the doctors open up. So then there's usually
that's
a
kinda
couple of
connected,
orders
isn't it?
going in.
Yeah, okay.
And then when we get fired up, we count, and just try to take care of patients as fast as we can.
I know your drive-up window is like McDonald's. It's always
It is
somebody
always
in it,
busy.
yeah.
Yes. And
You can't get French fries there. Though.
and if you did, they would probably taste bad.
Yeah.
But drive-through is always busy because we take scripts from everywhere, and then they just for everyone in Hennessey.
That's right. It's not just Hennessey. I mean,
Yeah,
they come from
yeah,
all over.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, my
I mean-
wife was going to OU Medical Center, and we got our prescriptions here.
Yeah, we fill scripts from Oklahoma City, Tulsa on a daily basis. Enid, all those places send scripts here for the citizens.
Now I know that a lot of people think that, well, if I buy stuff here, it's going to be more expensive, and you can't get things like that. But that's not the case.
No, it's not actually the case. So on the prescription part, your insurance regulates that. So
So it's not up to you what.
no, unless you just want to do an old-fashioned cash transaction, then it is. I can say yay or nay. But if it goes through your insurance, there's a lot of contracts and stuff like that. And most independent pharmacies, it would be the same. So if you were in Oklahoma City and you weren't going to one of the big chains, you were staying local, copay would probably be the same. And then if you were over-the-counter products, so we buy them nationally, and then those prices are suggested to us on a national scale, not on like a local scale. So so if you buy stuff like Tylenol, that's a popular drug, and whenever that's priced to us, it's sold to us essentially in a national supply chain, and so
So it evens it out. It doesn't.
yeah. Not now, we probably aren't like quite as affordable as like Walmart or something like that.
You're not supposed to say that.
Okay, or
The big
Amazon.
guys, them too. Yeah.
But yeah,
We didn't talk about this before we started. Well, why did you become a pharmacist? I mean, that's not like a family thing. And
no, well, my mom, grandma, they were nurses, so they were in the health field.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what they did. And then, so that was a big influence. That was a huge influence. And then when I was looking at school, I was like, oh, that's a lot of school to be a doctor. Let's kind of scale that back. And then, it was Southwestern Pharmacy School. I was just like, that seems cool.
Okay.
So
Very good. I have pharmacists in my family, and they're on the East Coast, but they seem to be doing okay. So.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a great job. You get to meet everyone in the town, and you provide a service. Yep. So and it's nice to be able to, if you got a question, you don't understand things because like healthcare moves lightning quick.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And it's so confusing. It's nice to have an advocate, and that's kind of the way I see myself is like the advocate for people in Hennessey to say, hey Adam, like. What am I taking this for? Or like, what's the side effects?
That's something I never really caught on to until lately, that you know as much about the prescriptions as a lot of the doctors do, like what they do, and
yeah.
So you can advise.
Yeah, so like our education is there's a lot of overlap, of course, but like so they focus on things like diagnosis and like what's an arm, what's a leg. And then ours is just focused on the area of drugs, which is a massive area, but it's like it's focused,
My notes here that somebody gave me says, "Tell me about your Europe trip."
It was fun. Yeah, we just went. Me and my brother and our significant others just got back from Scotland like a week ago. And
this has just happened.
Yeah, I just got back. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have an accent, so it.
Right. Yeah. I had to
enough.
drop. They look at you a little funny if you're doing that accent over there. So.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, it was beautiful. It's like.
So it was just like a vacation, or was it?
Yeah, just getting out of town. Just.
Kind of a long ride.
Most
people go to the lake.
I know, and after you fly on the plane for that long, you're kind of like the lake sounds nice, and then you get there and you're like. Okay, it was worth it. And then you got to come back and you're just like, I'll stay.
Try to find a way to make a living over there. So,
I know,
so
yeah.
That plane ride.
Oh,
home.
I was looking it up. I was just like, I got to go to school again? What?
No. So, what does Heritage do differently? Now, I know there's more than one. It's like there's a group.
Yeah, so it's part of the family pharmacy group. Okay. And so there are 4 pharmacies. There's 3 in Enid. So if you go to Jumbo's, those pharmacies are in the group.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So they're my coworkers in those pharmacies, not the actual Jumbo's employees, but the people in the little boxes.
Right. Got it.
And then they have their main store in Enid, which is on 10th and Garriott, and it's really fancy. It's a brand new building.
Is there still one in that little medical clinic in Enid?
No, so that's why they built the new one. So it was there for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then change of ownership happened with the building, I believe. And then they decided to build their own building so they couldn't be kicked out. And,
nice.
And it is a very, very, if you want to see what a cool modern pharmacy looks like, that's it.
Built to order pharmacy.
Yes. And they do compounding there. They do some things that are a little bit unique. So they kind of do the old fashioned mortar and pestle mixing stuff together there. And that's, you don't see that every day. They don't do that at Walgreens for sure.
Understand. So who's your significant other? Is she from here?
No, she's from Missouri. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we met in Tulsa years ago. And then when we were moving, it was just like, let's go together. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Not from here. So, and that was actually something that was interesting in our decision to kind of come back is that she was like, I've never been in a farming community. Like she had heard me talk about it and complain about it. And she was like, I've never seen that. Like, I've never seen them cutting fields. I've never
She's
seen.
still here. So.
Yeah. So I was like, I know a place where they do these things. I know the place where they raise cattle.
I know people there.
Yeah. So that was part of it. So she could experience and see what went wrong. With me.
It explains a lot.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is funny. Well, what do you do when you're not in Scotland or Europe?
Oh, man.
For your hobby extra stuff.
So right now, all of my hobbies are working on our house that we have it's on Hennessey itself. It's in Enid, but it's getting that guy into shape. So that's what I do when I'm not here. That's my plans after.
Now, are you doing it yourself, or do you like the contractor? Or?
No, it doesn't need that much. It's kind of the little things. We try to do as much as we can,
cool.
But obviously, I spend most of my time thinking about medication. So, some of the things I'm just kind of we better ask an expert on a house.
As long as you're not using the medication to get the
right, yeah.
You bang your finger like me, that requires something. But, well, that's just cool. Anything else you want to let people know about?
Man, not that I can think of. So yeah,
This is pretty neat. I guess I've known your family for like ever. Well, the 40 years I've been here, but I
Yeah.
just never really connected the dots and
Oh, right,
learned
yeah.
things live on TV. So
that's right.
awesome. Well, Adam, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and
Yeah, thank you for talking to me.
stay tuned. This show made possible in part by Cimarron Electric, serving members in Northwest Oklahoma with clean, reliable power since 1936. CimarronElectric.com. And Seaboard Foods. At Seaboard Foods, our work matters to our families, our communities, and the people who rely on us to produce delicious pork products. Be sure to click the subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to be sure you never miss an episode of the All About Hennessey Show. Check out this week's All About Hennessey Post newspaper and subscribe for free at allabouthennessey.com.